Hello everyone and welcome back to English Language and Literature. If you love TV shows and you really want to improve your English, you're in the right place. So I recently started watching Severance season 2 and I have to say, it's just as mind-boggling as the first season. And while watching, I saw some interesting words and phrases that are super useful in learning English. Now you might be wondering if TV shows are a good way to learn English. Well, I can give you 3 good reasons. Number 1, you hear how natives talk. Secondly, you learn new words in context. And third, it helps you improve your listening and your pronunciation skills. So today, we are breaking down some interesting words and phrases from Severance Season 2, Episode 1, and how you can use them in real life. TV shows, much like literature, use language creatively to build mood, develop characters, and immerse us in different worlds. By studying the words used in Severance, we get a glimpse into how language shapes meaning in storytelling. So let's get started. Let's start with conversational and idiomatic expressions. In literature, time is often manipulated for narrative effect. In spoken English, we do the same thing. Been a minute sounds like it refers to a short time, but it actually means it's been a while. A great example of an idiom. So for example, you can say, "Wow, it's been a minute since we last met." Idioms like this can be tricky for non-native speakers because their meanings aren't literal. Think of them like poetic metaphors. They create an image rather than stating a fact. In literature, foreshadowing often signals that something important is coming. In conversation, stick around is a way to encourage someone to stay longer and not miss out. Stick around is an example of a phrasal verb, which combines a verb, that is stick, with a preposition around to completely create a new meaning. Phrasal verbs are everywhere in English. Now let's move on to some formal and workplace terms. The word queries is a more formal way to say questions. You will see it a lot in business emails and academic writing. In literature, different characters might use query or question depending on their social status or personality. So for example, you can use it in a sentence like, "Let me know if you have any queries about the project." Query comes from the Latin querere, meaning to ask, the same root word that gives us inquire and question. Severance means separation or cutting off, while reform means improvement through change. In Severance, this phrase has corporate and ethical implications, just as literature often explores themes of change and division. So for example, you can use it in a sentence like, "The government introduced education reform to improve schools." A little fun fact, many classic novels like Oliver Twist deal with themes of societal reform. Now let's move on to some strong and emotional words. Sadist refers to someone who enjoys pain. It's a word often used in literature to describe villains or morally ambiguous characters. A heinous act is one that is shockingly evil. This word often appears in crime fiction and historical texts. So for example, you can say, "That was a heinous crime." In literature, villains often commit heinous acts to reveal their true nature. For example, Shakespeare's Lego in Othello uses deception and betrayal to manipulate those around him, much like how language can be wielded to control perception. Saving a fun and quirky expression for the last, shambolic means chaotic, and rube refers to an unsophisticated person. It's the kind of insult you might hear in Shakespearean comedies. So you can use it in a sentence like, "He's such a shambolic rube. He never plans anything." Shambolic is more common in British English. It derives from shambles, originally referring to a slaughterhouse. So that's it for today. Which word or phrase was your favorite? Comment down below. Like this video if you learned something new, subscribe for more English learning videos, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. See ya!